Hey, it's your girl Abby, aka New Age Coach here. I am lighting the way for those on their way to the light. No, I am not in bed with Bay because in this edition, it is Beach with Bay.
I'm at the beach. I'm not in the building.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us in this beach day with Bay. And first off, cheers, babe. Cheers.
I like how we look. How you like my head?
So really, in this episode, we are obviously still in quarantine. Everybody is still locked down, and you just make up stuff like this to do in your living room because there's nothing really else that you can do. And yes, clearly, if you know me, I love a good theme. So this is all stuff we had in the house. Don't ask why that I have all of these party supplies. But as we decided to have a beach date in our living room and just make fun of this heavy situation.
I like your head.
Thank you. We started to think, you know what? How can we actually make this relatable to you guys? And we started to think there are so many lessons that the beach, that the sand, that the ocean can teach us, especially during this time of quarantine. So we wanted to share with you 3 of our favorite lessons from the beach. Lesson number 1, the sand teaches us how to find our place in the world, right? Because I mean, one single grain of sand can seem like you're nothing or no one, or you just don't belong anywhere. But when you put all of those grains of sand together, it literally forms the beach. It makes up a solid. And so that's kind of similar to our universe and to humanity. We're each just one single person, one single grain of sand, but together we are collective. We do end up making one, just like that sand does on the beach. So you might feel small right now, you might feel alone right now, but you can take solace knowing you're a lot like sand and you're never truly alone because we all are sand. We are one. We are the same thing.
Amen to that. You can't beat that. Like, you know, it's the concept of just family, oneness, especially in times like this, you know, the collective, you know, just knowing that, you know, there are people out there going through the same thing that you're going through, but you know, we come together in these moments and we build something stronger. You know, in Boston we like to say Boston strong, you know, because we come together every time there's something going on. We put our heads together and we keep on going. Sand comes together, creates a nice, you know, beach where people go. Such is life. As long as we're together, we'll create something beautiful that humanity can thrive from.
Cheers. We're gonna cheers every time you make a great point.
Oh, you know, I got a lot of these. I'm packing all that.
Number 2, what the ocean can teach us, what waves can teach us. And there are 2 lessons in that. One is the ocean teaches us about depth, right? This whole process of quarantine, it is so filled with many layers, even just when we're thinking about grief and the multiple stages of grief. I mean, in all honesty, we have gone through kind of the stages of grief in some capacity. We've lost people we love. We've lost our normalcy that we were so used to. And this can lead to denial and then anger and then all of these emotions. And there's so much depth to what we're all experiencing on a human and collective level. And that's so symbolic for the ocean. I mean, there are species and depths to the ocean that humans haven't even reached or been able to touch yet. There's from the surface level where you can see right through that water all the way down to the deepest, darkest hole. And I think that just is beautiful because as you start to swim through those depths, right? We heard a quote the other day that says, you don't necessarily drown by jumping in an ocean, which is what we're dealing with, right? Our feelings we're in this ocean of all of these emotions. You don't drown from jumping in the ocean. You drown by staying submerged in it, by staying submerged in that depth. And I know that's hard to hear because it's hard to bring yourself back out, but the point I'm making is we have a choice in this depth and through this quarantine on how we process it, how we handle ourselves, where we choose to focus our energy, effort, and the love and compassion and things that we pour into everyone that really needs it right now. And then with waves, it's just a reminder of those same emotions. They recycle. The waves come in and the waves will go back out. The tide comes in, the tide goes out. It is just a process, but it's perfect in just the way it is. So don't hold back. Ride with those emotions. Ride with the ocean, the motion of the ocean.
Well said. I cannot add any sauce to that. She got it. Once in a while, she will get it. You know, she will say something very smart and you'll be like, wow.
actually, I take that cheers back.
Oh,
that was
what?
me. You said once in a while.
Once
It's all
in
the
a while,
time.
you know, that college education kicks in, and you know, she says some smart stuff.
Smart stuff. That's also Boston. Smart stuff. The third lesson we can take from the beach, from the ocean, from the sand. I mean, let's just take a look at it first, just so you can fully grasp the point that I'm about to make. Because this third point is beauty. And it's so symbolic of the quarantine, right? Because we were all so busy in our fast-paced lives, just running crazy on that hamster wheel, going from one place to another, doing a million things at once and not really having time with ourselves or time to relax. And what are beaches infamous for? That is the place that you go to relax. But the point that I'm making for this one is when you're on the beach and in nature, you can hear those waves rolling in. You can hear birds chirping. You can hear kids laughing. You can watch the sunset. You can see the birds flying over you. There's so many parts of nature as you're on the beach that are the simplest things. They require no effort, yet they are so profoundly beautiful. And it is the simplest things in life, especially in this time, that we're reminded that is where the beauty is. It's not in all of the busyness and all of the chaos. It's beauty is right here, right now. And even in tough times, you still, again, have a choice to see that beauty that's all around you.
Amen to that. There is beauty in simplifying things, right? Sometimes, you know, the universe says to us, hey, I need a minute. It kind of put everybody on timeout and say, hey, you know, they're saying there are animals that are coming out that we haven't seen in decades, and you know, stuff like that you say, oh wow, you know, we're going through these tough times, but you know, Mother Nature is healing itself again and put us on a timeout. But we can find beauty in there because we're seeing, you know, different sides to humanity. We're seeing people helping. We're seeing people, you know, reaching out to nurses or everybody that's on the front line, nurses, doctors, police officers, whoever you are. But we're seeing human beauty in all of us coming together and realizing that, look, we need each other as a collective, and we are a family. And in these moments, you know, the beauty of just being together, talking to loved ones,
Yeah, and
connecting.
together doesn't necessarily mean here together, you know, online, through virtual. I mean, together is an emotion, it's an intention. It doesn't necessarily need to be right now in physical if you're in a situation where that can't be. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hopeful. Life is a beach.